asking a couple of questions, and that there is a body that was put in place to ensure that when some of these excesses are met, how are then they handled? And it's something I've come up with the last few weeks, and I said, can we just put this thing to bed once and for all? Is the NCIC actually able to handle some of these things that we talk about? Oh, we can call people in and have a conversation, and then we never hear the end of it after that, pay a fine, and then what? How do you ensure that these things which you have already established are just terribly political bad manners, that they can still continue?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
It's not?
No, it's not able.
Okay.
I mean, there are two things here. There is what we say that willing or unwilling, unable or unwilling to do it, even when you are able. The law gives them the power to intervene, but they are not using the power. Let me just give you a very live example. Mm-hmm. Look what has been happening in Downlaod. The law gives the electoral body, the IBC, incredible power. Corruption, bribing voters is illegal. Yeah. You can go to jail for it. What have you been seeing in that campaign? Distribution of mattresses, distribution of gas cylinders.
They call it development.
Open bribery. Okay? Yeah. Open bribery. Now, what have they done about it? That important? With all the power we have given them, all the law, we have given them both statute and the constitution authority. To make sure there is no bribery in elections. So what have they doing about the Downlaod? What did they do in Malaba? What did they do about Bere? So the same thing with the NCIC. NCIC people have been spewing a trend. Some of them very openly, like for example, Mheshimiwa Galoma. He doesn't miss once when he's talking about the Kikuyus. He talks very openly, very negatively. I think even the other day, even Yondinga was somehow telling the Luos that the Kikuyus, I don't know, didn't vote for Raila or something like that. All of them, Raila got 1.4 million vote from the Kikuyus. Yeah. So some of the pronouncement of people like that, like those, okay, or the NCIC has the power to summon them. It has the power to take them to court. Because they are vilifying a community, okay? Anytime you talk negatively, unfairly about any community in Kenya, you are breaching the NCIC Act. So they are supposed to act. Have they acted? No. In fact, the other day I saw them summoning Wanjiko Mweya. Mm-hmm. It's like that. You can't summon Wanjiko Mweya if you are not summoning Nagaloma. You see, for you to enforce the law, you need to look impartial, completely fair. Okay? Totally. There can be nobody outside the law. And you cannot go after this person, not the other one. The society must see you as enforcing the law without fear or favor. We are not doing that. If, for example, MBC continues like this, like what I'm seeing happening there, the other day I even saw boats.
Yes.
So if you go allow that to continue openly like that, what kind of election are you going to have in 2027? You understand? But you see, the time will come when the Kenyans also need to start enforcing the law. Mm-hmm. Do you know the Kenyans can demand that the international community organize this election and remove those guys? Mm-hmm. Okay? You see, the Kenyans have delegated their power under Article 1 to two arms of government, to the executive in the county, in the counties, and to the executive in the national. They have also delegated, MBC act on delegated authority. The Kenyans can actually withdraw those authority if they realize the referee is taking them to war. They can decide to get the United Nations to conduct the election. So the Kenyans need to wake up and look at these institutions they have created which are not performing and start having strategies what to do with them. Because they are critical institutions. Like the IBC is absolutely critical because it's the custodian of the Kenyan sovereignty. When it behaves like Mbere, like Alao today, like Malaba, then you don't have an independent referee. You're having a very dangerous organization that can bring trouble to the nation, either intentionally or just carelessness, either lack of knowledge or simple incompetence. So, the same thing with the police. The police is the ngulu, which needs the society together. There is no institution in a country as important as the police service. The moment the police becomes partial, okay? The moment the police allows itself to be converted into a militia of anybody, then the country basically dies. Yeah. The police is the most useful, the most important institution. And that's why sometimes I don't like the kind of money we pay them. We need to pay them well. Because they sleep outside, so we can sleep sweetly inside. Yeah. You understand? These fellows are so valuable, allowing themselves to serve individuals other than serving the law. They are doing a big disservice to us, to the country. So when you look at all these institutions the country has set up for self-survival and protection, and then you see their behavior, you don't know whether to laugh or cry, because these are very competent Kenyans. They know the law. They can do a job, but I'm just saying here.
So what happens?
Where they were beating some people totally unarmed.
Yeah.
So when do you do that? You see, this is the problem we need to take a look.